Now, we could just cover the news like regular normal people do and say, yes, the prequel series, House of the Dragon, is ordered, while the other prequel starring Naomi Watts, you know, the one they spent all that money for filming and building the sets and the costumes, etc., well, that one got canceled. That one was so terrible. They spent all that money and canceled it. Hopefully, they're going to recycle some of the things that they've built. Hopefully, all that money was not just wasted. But you guys aren't here just for the regular news. You're here to hear me do one thing, and that is rip the Mary Sue a new one. Oh, the Mary Sue. Oh, you can't just write a normal article, can you? And clearly this is an attempt at a hate click, a rage click. These are hate takes. That's all these people do. That inclusive female-led Game of Thrones series we're getting canceled. Thanks, Princess Weeks, who lives in Brooklyn with her mother and collects Pokemon and is a what did you say? Megan Fox believer? I have no idea what that means. That's all in her biography here at the end of the article here. 2 Game of Thrones posts in one day. That can never be a good sign. Well, maybe Benioff and Weiss, it kind of messed up a lot of people's plans when they completely screwed the pooch on Game of Thrones. And, you know, speaking of Benioff and Weiss, there's actually some rumors going around that they might have been fired. That's just from We Got This Covered. And as you guys do know, if you've been on YouTube today, they quit Star Wars, a trilogy of Star Wars, where they had possibly, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars of budget per film to play with in Star Wars. They quit Star Wars to go do some Netflix stuff. I know Netflix is pretty prestigious, etc., but you're quitting Star Wars. That's why it's so unbelievable. And then I don't know. Maybe there's some truth to some of these rumors. My first gut instinct with that was thinking, hey, maybe they were asked to resign. Just maybe a little bit. They might have been asked to resign. I don't know about that. It's such a, who can say? We can only speculate, but it would make sense to me if there was a mutual, hey, you guys really messed this up and we're messing this thing up. Maybe it's beneficial if we didn't work together. You know, maybe we gotta work out our own crap before we can team up. Maybe you've got like 2 broken people. Lucasfilm being like the old drunken wine aunt, and then Benioff and Weiss being like the completely incompetent childish fools. And you're trying to have a marriage here, and you can't do that. You really can't have 2 broken people come together like that. So maybe it's best for everybody. She says it was announced months ago that there was a Game of Thrones prequel in the works, written and showrun by kick-ass Jane Goldman, who co-created the show with George R.R. Martin. Female-led and starring many fantastic ladies. Well, yeah, we've always had great female characters in science fiction. You know, everybody from Whoopi Goldberg and Nichelle Nichols over on Star Trek to Ivanova, Claudia Christian, Babylon 5, Amanda Tapping, Samantha Carter, Lucy Lawless, Xena, Warrior Princess. We've always had amazing females in our science fiction and fantasy. That's the point of it. That's why they're so acclaimed for the most part, is that they take characters and they make them more than just their gender. They make them interesting and full-fledged out characters in these things, right? So playing your little Wahmen card is kind of irrelevant, but that's how you get your hate clicks. The first battle between the White Walkers thousands of years ago, blah, blah, blah. So this is all just the backstory of what the series are going to be. However, the Goldman prequel, which had filmed the pilot over the summer, will not be headed to series, according to Hollywood Reporter. Goldman emailed the cast with the news, and HBO declined to comment on the issue. Per the Hollywood Reporter, HBO is getting close to a deal with a different pilot. So that's the one that is going through here. This prequel of the House of Dragons, the Targaryen one, I believe, right? So that one is going through, probably for the best. Maybe Maybe this one was just such a hot mess that the story was such an incoherent nightmare and they had no idea what they were doing. Maybe, yeah, you know, maybe somebody came along with a better story. Maybe, oh Lord, this is entertaining. The behind the scenes stuff is more entertaining than the TV and movies. Can we get to a point where the movies are more interesting than the people who make it? And the TV series? Hollywood, don't make me come after you. They don't call me Queen of the Fandom Menace for nothing. You know, over on Twitter, my handle is Queen Mecha. And if you do like my content here, follow me over on Twitter as well. Share the stream out. Hit the like button. Every like counts. And that helps for likes too, right? Per HBO, oh, we already read that one. Additional actors announced for the Goldman prequel, including Miranda Richardson, Josh Whitehouse, Marquis Rodriguez, and more names that we adore. The log line for the shows is only thing is for sure from the horrifying secrets of Westeros, the history of the true origin of the White Walkers, the mysteries of the East to the Sharks of Legend is not the story we think we know. Unfortunately, we'll never likely seen it told on screen. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Maybe we'll get a better story this way. Maybe this one will be better. Oh, shut up. I hope you jerks are happy now. The Thrones prequel had a female show. That has nothing to do with anything. Nothing to do with anything, and you know it. You know it. That has nothing to do with anything. It probably was a bunch of hot garbage. It was probably a bunch of shit like that. Oh, we females, Wahmen rule, Wahmen. Shut up. Just shut up with your stupid crap. No contributions from D&D. Well, you know what? That's probably for the best. Because look how much they screwed up last time. I'm more than a little disappointed by this because this is going to be a series with a female showrunner, a diverse female, you know, diversity doesn't equal good. You can be diverse and you can be good. You can be good and you can be not diverse. They aren't related, you know, they are things that are separate from each other. You can be diverse and be the absolute dog shit like Star Trek Discovery, right? That's got diversity up the ass. And you cannot find a worse show than Star Trek Discovery right now. Seriously, it's not even worth a hate watch. I trust me, it's not. And we wouldn't have to worry about it messing up canon because you're in the past. HBO appears to have leaked closer to timeline setting will feel more familiar to audiences. Well, there you go. It has nothing to do with it being woke or not, you stupid woman. It's certainly more marketable. I do love me some Target history, but it sounds like it's going to be a lot of the same instead of different. We don't actually need a War of the Roses with dragons again. Maybe they're trying to say, oopsie, we messed up, and maybe they're gonna kind of try and fix it a little bit. Maybe they're gonna try having it a little bit more familiar. Maybe they'll tie up some of the loose ends. You know, maybe having it fix. Maybe that is their plan. Quit your bitching, you child. Oh, this woman. Say, yeah, bisexual. I wouldn't bang you. Sorry. I have standards in my women. I am Queen Mecha of the Fandom Menace, and the Mary Sue is my trigger, my mortal enemy, and a source of entertainment. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on the next video, live stream, the High Council with the guys, or wherever. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!